Hello. I'd like to take some time this morning to talk about one of my favorite artists, James Jean. Without even really wanting to be, James Jean has become one of the most famous artists around today. He's famous because the skill and creativity in his work is undeniable, and when you look at it, you'll be mesmerized. Even if you're not a huge art fan, you could spend hours just scrolling through his drawings and his paintings and get lost in the worlds that he creates. What makes James Jean's work so insane is that his skill and his creativity are at an insanely high level. And he got there by sketching every day. Let's take a look at some of his work and also his philosophy on art. This is James Jean. Before we learn anything more about him, let's take a look at some of his sketches, because James Jean says that daily sketching is the key to coming into your own as an artist. His sketches are insanely skillful and detailed, but they're also insanely creative. And people often ask him how he comes up with these ideas. His sketchbook is full of strange, intriguing figures in all types of situations, like sitting in a rotting old car or crystals bursting out of their body. James Jean says that he comes up with these ideas by combining his memories, his everyday experiences, Now that we've seen some of his sketches, let's get to know James Jean a little bit better.
I'm James Jean, and I'm an artist from Los Angeles. From the time I can remember, I was always drawing as a child, and when I grew up, I started getting into comic books. And I didn't know anything about the art world, but comics really showed me a vision, a world where my drawings could exist. What turned my passion into a career is just constant need to work, an obsession with working, with getting my ideas and imagination out there. I love contending with the unknown and delving into that and problem solving my way out of it. Whenever I draw, it kind of leads the way into whatever it is I'm interested in at the time. So recently I started working with stained glass and also working on metal etching plates. And the basis for all that work is drawing. So I sort of let the drawing take me on the journey.
Considering how good James Jean's drawings are, you would think that they all take hours and hours to complete. While he does do some paintings that are masterpieces and do take hours, his daily sketches he usually completes in around 15 to 30 minutes. And this style of drawing is how James Jean keeps his creativity and his skills sharp. Let's take a look at his sketchbook. With his art skills sharpened through daily sketching and his head full of creative ideas, James Jean is able to create masterpieces across the world. Here's a mural that he did at Complex Con in Los Angeles. And the last thing I'll show you in this video is a few more of James Jean's finished masterpiece works. The ideas for these works began in his sketchbook, and then he refined them and either painted them or drew them digitally. These works are breathtaking, and I hope you're inspired to create some great work in your sketchbook and push yourself as an artist.